Hey, what is going on, you guys? My name is Rayge and we are back today with a quick update video in regards to the latest blog post here, actually in relation to the auto claim inbox reward. So let's dive right into it, guys. It looks like upcoming in the newest patch here for 7.2, there is going to be an auto claim reward feature. So what does this do? What does it entail? It sounds like they're going to be automating how items are delivered in terms of the claim process. So if you recall with the rewards in the inbox, there's generally an expiration time for the rewards, and what happens sometimes is if you're not going in manually to claim it, it actually does get lost, and then you won't even get the rewards at the end of the day. So this auto claim reward is really meant to essentially claim your rewards while you knowing if it does expire or if you forget to. As you can see, it ensures that players get their items from the rewards if they forget, so that's really big. Also removes the pressure to save the messages led by fear of missing out on them for future events and so forth. But there's a disclaimer note here as well, guys. Like, this is happening in tandem with the following change. Okay, and this is the time-stamped item. So items delivered through the messages tab will still need to be manually claimed. However, they will be time-stamped upon delivery, so they're only going to grant progress for an event currently running, not a future event. So yeah, they do give an example, which I do appreciate here. Example, if a message is delivered on June 1st containing blitz credits, they cannot be used towards an event that starts June 2nd that gives progress towards blitz credits, regardless if they are claimed during that time frame. And then the logic is this, guys. It ensures that some of these limited time events are easier for all players to complete. Currently, the team that has to consider players that have banked these XX items and thus tune certain events accordingly. This change will mitigate that concern, and as well, they're just reaching out to see what we think. So I think first and foremost, guys, a lot of this game, and I already noted in my previous videos too, I'm not a fan of the hoarding. I'm not a fan of having to play the game in a way where you're constantly having to save up all these resources just to do well in events, right? Like, I don't want to be holding on to 300 200 300 gold orbs if I don't need to. But they design events, milestones, and so forth now that it does reward us more if we are conservative and making sure we hold on to the resources. So with this change, they are looking to mitigate some of that. What I'm more surprised though, however, is this comment here, right? Currently, team has to consider the players that have banked these excess items and thus tune certain events accordingly. So what I'm genuinely hoping for then is, if this comment is for real and they have to put some serious thought into it, is that these events going forward now then should be achievable. And what I mean by that is we don't need to be strategizing on what to save, what to hoard. There's even infographics coming out every single week saying what which events are starting and what do we need to be saving, right? Now if that's going to be the case, it should overall make it a better quality of life, reduce screen time, and easier events, which is a win-win-win in my books. I personally hope this is the case, right? Because end of the day, we want to be spending less time when it is like pretty repetitive events such as like blitzing and so forth, credits, saving on the raid credits. I do appreciate the fact that the auto claim is going to be a huge value add, I think, because now you just don't need to worry about claiming it. But where I'm kind of worried about is how is that actually going to impact the change in the game. They said they're going to tune it. Let's hope that actually happens, because we've seen enough from this company and the developers that they talk the talk, but do they walk the walk? And we've seen some really good changes as of late, especially with the recent gold infusion. Is it enough? It's more than what people have thought with the gold infusion into war, but I mean, it doesn't take away from the fact that the scaling of the inflation in this game with gear, gold needed for higher character levels, gear tiers, and so forth, it doesn't take that away just yet. But I mean, the fact that they're addressing it and giving us this communication, it is the right steps in the correct direction. Now it's just making sure we see that translate to actual change. So I genuinely hope this makes events easier, because then I do agree. I don't think we shouldn't be playing the game in a hoarding mentality, but that's kind of how we've been pressured to in order to succeed. So obviously I want to be spending time more on the actual game as opposed to strategizing on what to save, what not to use, and so forth. It's going to translate hopefully to better gameplay. But you know, all in due time, guys. Let me know what you think in the comments below, if you agree or disagree. I genuinely hope this is a right step in the right direction, but as we've seen from time and time again, we need to see evidence of this action and them actually walking the walk. So thank you as always, you guys. Do appreciate you checking my videos, and we'll catch you guys in the next one.